Okay, hey everyone. So I wanted to make this video to address a couple things and tell you guys exactly what's going on. So this isn't going to be like the typical video you're really used to seeing on here. So, as many will know by now, I've stepped down from my role in Brandon Prime's Minecraft series, and I feel it's unfair on you guys because you don't really have a proper explanation as to what happened. So I'm gonna break it down. So roughly a week ago, me and Brandon were involved in a little weekly game night with some friends of ours, and to very much cut a long story short, I wasn't all together at the time, and I ended up having a mental breakdown. This is actually the first time I've kind of addressed my mental well-being on the channel before, so this is going to get a bit personal, but yeah. So continuing with the explanation, around this time was when I told Brandon that I decided to leave the project. I kind of been going back and forth in my head on this for a while, and I mean, I didn't really have the enthusiasm for it that I did when Brandon approached me to appear in the project. And it's also partially why I put the Movie Geeks on hiatus, because I was kind of bummed out because me, Brandon and Taylor, who at the time were working on the podcast, well, I was working on a two-parter which would have been called Double Trouble, and it would have basically meant 2 episodes being released within the span of a week, and it didn't go entirely to plan due to some technical issues on my part which I couldn't really fix. But yeah, this was around the time I told Brandon that I decided to leave the project, and to put things lightly, he didn't exactly take it well. Following that, Brandon began treating me pretty harshly, and he did tell me, I think yesterday, that he'd been treating a lot of people like in the same way. And I mean, I can understand that, but I mean, he did also contribute to my mental breakdown and made it much worse, which is why I decided to take a break from YouTube for a bit so I could kind of get myself together after that, because I don't know if anyone watching this had a mental breakdown, but it is pretty fucking brutal. And I know there's a lot of people out there who suffered from mental health issues, and it sucks. It really sucks. But with my departure, I feel it's kind of unfair on the people, mainly you guys, who watched the storyline of Minecraft Refresh, which I was involved in, and for it to build up to that big cliffhanger with it now amounting to very much nothing. Now, at the time of recording this, Brandon has announced abandoned hope of some kind. He is going to continue the story, but I've decided for the fans of Refresh, I will at least attempt to provide you guys with some closure to the original story and conclude the story myself. So, without further ado, enjoy what's next.